Hi everyone, I'm Tam. We're back with another. When people say capitalism is evil, capitalism is the root of all bad things, capitalism is terrible, etc. So pretty much along those lines, that capitalism is not something we should be doing. And I completely understand some perspectives. For example, capitalism definitely is a breeding ground for monopolies. To take over. You have the FANG companies, Facebook, Amazon, etc. They're pretty much monopolies. To try to topple those monopolies is essentially impossible. It's like going against a very. It's like trying to tame nature, like a hurricane. It's very hard. You can probably do it. It's just really hard to do so. No doubt, like new companies like TikTok can shoot out and take over like Instagram, etc. You definitely need a lot of backing to make it happen, no doubt. So once a company, becomes a monopoly, that area is pretty much done. Good luck trying to take over that. Um, and and sometimes monopolies do things that are kind of shady and unethical. For example, like some animal farming practices are kind of cruel and so on. So no doubt, like to make an extra penny or an extra profit, definitely will probably be the case. Like they'll probably do that, and so on. So I completely understand why somebody will kind of hate capitalism for that. Look at what it's doing to these pigs. Look what it's doing to our children with these kind of smartphones, these ads, these products that we don't really need or care about, being pushed upon to us, and etc. etc. So on. So there's a lot of like superfluous stuff being we don't actually need and so on. And I completely get that frame of mind. That's not the entire picture of capitalism though. Like within the last 100 200 years, the only the main reason why we were able to go from like just like it's like simple folks trying to get by farming and pretty much just shooting our own kind of food. So no real different than hunter gatherers societies. Just a bit more, I guess, professional. This is how I kind of describe it. So like we went from like fighting from doing street fights to doing kind of like I guess more professional fights in the UFC. We still kind of do the same thing now. The reason why we change so much and our day to day lives change so much. For example, a career in like technology or career in like I guess education and so on, it because of the byproducts of capitalism. Like capitalism allows ideas to be explored. That's what it does. Sometimes those ideas may not be the best in terms of presentation. Sometimes sometimes you have a better idea than the other person, but you can't really express it that well compared to the other person. So the other person gets the funding, etc. And that's really kind of on you. You can't express your idea properly, then that this is really upon you. If Einstein didn't understood his theory very well, and he kind of did a kind of half-assed job, presenting his theory, his new theory of special relativity, nobody would probably listen to him. So this is really his on him to communicate that to the people why it's important to do this, to understand this, to study this, and so on. So capitalism is a fair ground for ideas to be further explored and looked at. Not every idea will be explored, of course, because there's limited resources to explore things to figure out whether or not this is actually worthwhile. However, it's a good idea to it's a good place to for ideas to kind of flourish and grow and seed. And then the internet, medicine, modern medicine, etc. All these things are have their roots tie back to capitalism. If even now, if you compare innovations, like stuff being like created and made, like new things being made, not doing the same thing, but like creating like new stuff, like just, new inventions, like never before seen, or completely different. All of that is done in like America. Like you don't really see Australians doing it. You don't really see like Europeans doing it. You don't really see Russia doing it. Nowadays, China does something like that too, like because they're more of a their policies for economics is more capitalist than honestly probably America right now. They're making a lot of things. They're doing a lot of new things, pushing a lot of boundaries. And so on. So all those things are being created into the world for us to enjoy and kind of partake in because of capitalism. Yes, there's a dark side of capitalism, has to, and anything else really. And it comes down to probably some ways you do things. Perhaps money is no longer a way to for us to kind of exchange value. Perhaps we need to look to revisit that sometime down the line. So it may or may not be exactly capitalism's kind of fault that perhaps we need to kind of modify this a different way to handle these different scenarios from happening. For example, in physics, when your theory is too broad, too big, and you can't really explain everything with it, you can definitely toss it away entirely, start from scratch, or you can try to modify, change it to cut it down to size to as actually is usable for different scenarios. So there's different ways to look at what's going on to not really lose the benefit of what's happening right now.